All right, going to be taking a look at NAK, currently traded at $1.49. This one was requested over, I believe it was on Reddit. So shout out to Reddit. Shout out to you guys that requested this over here and all your participation in our videos as well. We do truly appreciate it, and we do appreciate and all the nice comments you guys do leave. So I just wanted to point that out and show a little bit of our appreciation on that as well. So we're going to be looking at a few different lines here. It looks like $1.38 as well. That one's going to shift around here. More than likely going to follow up that 30-day simple moving average correctly. That's what we're going to be watching for right now. So essentially, like I always say, I watch these gaps. Again, this one's a little over $1. That being said, I mean, those gaps sometimes don't fill, but looking over here, it seems to be that they do. There's some gaps down here as well that never filled. Again, the gaps are more for stocks that are under $1. I figured I'd just double check to make sure. I mean, even though that this one's slightly over $1, you guys do have a gap right here between the two. And then like a partial fill came down to very close to it with that open right there. I mean, you can go off of off the close. Again, that $1.38 is that price point that keeps sticking out, and then the open at $1.42. So it looks like that you're going to have a small gap down there between the $1.38 and the $1.42. So I will mark that down to have it. But right now, again, the 10-day simple moving average is at currently $1.4975. $1.4975 is where the current 10-day simple moving average is. And the price is slightly under it right now at the $1.49 flat. Again, so that's going to be probably closer to the $1.50 for the 10-day simple moving average. That's going to be a price point there that you would want to stay above to remain bullish if we put that right there. So that's one of the marks, okay? So if you break that, you've seen what happened here. You came down, you bounced off that 20-day simple moving average, which is right underneath this candle at that $1.42, $1.43. Off of that, had that gap up, filling that gap right now at the $1.49. The volume has definitely dropped off. My personal opinion is that you're more than likely going to go down to that 30-day simple moving average, roughly around $1.38, $1.39. If this volume doesn't pick up to turn things around, you would want to see a close at or above $1.50 for this to start turning around again. So again, my personal opinion, I would let this one chill out here for a few days. I mean, I'm looking back in here from 2016. I mean, this thing had a big move from down here at 30 cents, right? Yeah, 30 cents all the way up to, what was that highest it got to? The highest was at $3.45. Wow. And that was just in March 24th. So from July, essentially. Really nice move off of that. But that's what we're going to be watching for right now. Again, we have that gap. We would be watching that, but if you get a close at or above that $1.50, that would be a good sign. But right now, it's starting to lose some support.
All right, so with this one right here, David, the latest press release was on, let's see, April 11th, and that was Northern Dynasty, State of Alaska approves Pebble Project land use permit. So on April 11th, Northern Dynasty Minerals announces that its 100% owned U.S. subsidiary Pebble Limited Partnership has received notice of approval of a miscellaneous land use permit from the Alaska Department of Natural Resources for its ongoing activities at the Pebble Project in Southwest Alaska. The Alaska Department of Natural Resources and other state agencies have had an active oversight presence at the Pebble Project site for more than a decade and have confirmed that Pebble is a well-managed exploration project, said Tom Collier, Pebble Partnership CEO. We will continue our site operations in 2017 in full compliance with the state's permit conditions and in a manner that protects the broader public interest in the lands and resources surrounding the Pebble property. The Pebble Partnership is in the process of reviewing in detail the state land use permit received today. However, Collier confirmed Pebble will be advancing a program of work in Alaska in 2017 to prepare the project to initiating permitting under the Clean Water Act and National Environmental Policy Act. Given the extensive work undertaken at the Pebble Project over the past decade or more and into anticipated future activity, the 2017 MLUP includes a requirement for a performance guarantee in the amount of $2 million related to any potential reclamation liability. The Pebble Partnership maintains an operations base in Lamina, Alaska, with full-time staff responsible for care and maintenance of Pebble project equipment, facilities, and installations. Each year, the Pebble staff undertake a program of inspections and, where necessary, make repairs to ensure the public safety and to enhance the reclamation at the 1,300 plus borehole sites on the property. So about them, the Northern Dynasty is a mineral exploration and development company based in Vancouver, Canada. Northern Dynasty's principal asset, owned through its wholly owned Alaska-based U.S. subsidiary Pebble Limited Partnership and other wholly owned subsidiaries, is a 100% interest or in a continuous block of 2,402 mineral claims in southwest Alaska, including the Pebble deposit. The Pebble Partnership is proponent of the Pebble Project, an initiative to develop one of the world's most important mineral resources. All right, so that's that right there. That's the press release. But then what I'm seeing is like a handful of them. If you go onto the latest news, David, you'll see there's like tons of deadlines for like different lawsuits, like, you know, reaching out in regards to something. So let's see. All right, so it says, according to the complaint during, I pulled up the first one there for the 14th. It says, according to the complaint during the class period, Northern Dynasty issued material false or misleading statements and or failed to disclose that the Pebble Project carries a negative net present value, that the Pebble Project is not commercially viable, and that the result of the above, the company's statements about its business operations and prospects were false and misleading or lacked a responsible basis. On February 14th, 2017, Seeking Alpha published an article alleging that Northern Dynasty is worthless because its Pebble project is not commercially viable. When this news was announced to the public, the company's shares fell in value. All right, so are they? I don't understand where the lawsuits. Was it over a Seeking Alpha article? You know what I mean? It's freaking crazy. Let's see what I think there's a few different, you know.
It's all fake news, folks.
Law firms, fake news.
It's all
So
fake
you know what I
news.
mean? So like, I mean, I'm sure like all these lawsuits don't help the freaking share structure or the price per share. I want to see if the second one. I pulled up the other law
Very
firm as well.
fake
Let's see
news.
if very. All right. All right, so it's basically on this second one I pulled up right here. It says on February 14th, Kerrisdale Capital Management released an article about Northern Dynasty alleging that the company's main asset, the low-grade Pebble deposit, is not commercially sustainable, that the Pebble project has a negative present value, and that for several years the company has been concealing this information from the public, from the investing public. So I don't know. You know how it goes, man. Do your due diligence. I would definitely do your due diligence because I mean, for all these people, and it's a vicious game. It really is crazy. So I mean, I hope that the company's not, doing what they're, supposedly doing, but it's vice versa. It's sad that we live in a world that you have to literally like read between the fine lines and see who's really being truthful here. Because I mean, a lot of times them articles that are posted over there, not exactly something I'd be sitting there pulling a lawsuit over, especially with their track record. The exception or the epitome of fake news. All right, so if you have an opinion on this company right here, just feel free to share it with the tens of thousands of like-minded investors that we have using the site daily. I post them right over there on that NAK board on Investors Hangout. And also, if you'd like to do more due diligence on this company, you'll see the company profile, the time and sales, the recent news, the filings, the financials, the buy ratings, all right there at your fingertips. So have at it.
All right, there we go with NEK. All the information that Joe was just talking about, completely free here on Investors Hangout. Most sites charge you for it. Completely free here. $1.49 volume will need to return, in my opinion. Gap at $1.38 and $1.42. Resistance at $1.49 and $1.61. Support at $1.43.38 and 21. We'll continue to watch this one moving forward. Watch for that volume to pick up. Might fill that gap, but again, like I said, you're going to probably need to break that about $1.60 mark. right around that area for this one to start making much higher moves. In my personal opinion, we'll watch it. And AK, if you follow this one, make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and check out our live stream when we do these videos live on investorshangout.com/live.